Welcome again. Our first session, scope of sustainable and renewable energy projects, will have Hussein and Karim. Hello, good afternoon, Hussein and Karim. My first question to Hussein.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
My first question to Hussein. What did Egypt do towards achieving the goals of sustainability in construction and the built environment?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Hussam, and thanks to Informa for having me today. All right. I'm confident that our audience is well aware of the several rating systems for sustainability around the world. For instance, LEED, BREEAM, QSAS, Istidama, etc. Well, Egypt as well has developed its own local rating system that is tailored to both serve the strategic goals of the nation and to address the actual issues and needs of Egypt in particular, not just a generic system. And in brief, the Green Pyramid Rating System, GPRS, consists of 7 main categories. The first is sustainable site accessibility and ecology, and that has been given 15% of the total rating. And it focuses on site selection, accessibility, and ecological balance. The second category is energy efficiency. And because this is a very important category, it has been given 25%. And it focuses on minimum energy performance level, energy monitoring and reporting, ozone depletion avoidance, energy efficiency improvement, passive external heat gain reduction, energy efficient appliances, vertical transportation systems, peak load reduction, renewable energy sources. Sorry.
Okay, returning back to Karim, can you elaborate more on how is Egypt tackling the sustainability subject and the construction and real estate industry?
Okay, so we have sustainability. First of all, let's talk about sustainability, how it is perceived. Sustainability is actually a lot of goals. The main goal that is Egypt focusing now is the green economy or the green architecture. So basically, what we're doing is what Egypt is doing, and the construction market is focusing on now is the green architecture, which is basically it all funnels down to reducing carbon footprint. So what's happening now is that Egypt is giving all the possible amenities and all the possible help and all the possible support to anyone who is going to reduce carbon footprint in the construction site. So we're talking about using green cement. We're talking about using green architecture that designs, the architectural design that will minimize the heat entering into the buildings and minimizing HVAC usage, monitoring, everything that has to do with the construction, recycling all the construction site waste material, re-entering all the carbon emissions from the tools used in the construction site, like trucks and all that. I come from a group. I work in a group where we are a founding member of the Egyptian Green Building Society. The Egyptian Green Building Council. So we are taking the initiative to reduce carbon footprint in everything in the construction. But if you're talking about green architecture or sustainability, it starts from the beginning of the process and it goes all the way up to the operation. So the design has to be sustainable, and then the development has to be sustainable, and then the construction itself has to be sustainable, and then the operation after construction has to be sustainable. Otherwise, you're not really talking sustainability. So this is
Okay.
what is happening in Egypt. You're starting to give all the sustainability help and support to people so that they can start thinking, so that they actually have sustainability in their DNA.
So achieving the sustainability through all the process, starting from the sketching and designing until the management and
Operation.
operating.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me return back to Hussein, and if I'm asking you that, what are the best practice for a green construction site?
Okay, so let's talk about the principles of green economy and how do we apply on the construction industry. There is a set of principles to guide collective action towards an inclusive green economy. And an inclusive green economy is a thriving economy that delivers the linked economic, social, and environmental outcomes sought by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And it follows 5 key principles that are in brief. The first principle is the well-being principle, where the economy enables all people to create and enjoy prosperity. The second is the justice principle, where the economy promotes equity within and between generations. The third is planetary boundaries principle, where economy safeguards and restores the investment in nature. The fourth principle is the efficiency and sufficiency principle, where the economy is geared to support sustainable consumption as well as sustainable production. And the fifth and last principle is the good governance principle, meaning the economy is guided by integrated, accountable, and resilient institutions. So how is this related to the construction industry? Well, the construction sector represents 11 to 13% of the global GDP and employs 7% of global workforce. So in an effort to revive the economy, governments around the world recognize the potential of the industry for creating new jobs and strengthening local businesses. For instance, last summer, the former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced his reform deal, and he used the motto "Build, Build, Build," which clearly demonstrates the direction for economic recovery. Also, the building and construction sector is highly energy demanding and carbon intensive, accounting for nearly 39% of the global energy-related carbon dioxide emissions. Construction and demolition is one of the heaviest and most voluminous sources of waste. Construction and demolition waste accounts for up to 40% of the municipal solid waste, with a significant part of that ending in landfills. So this is how the principles and pathways of inclusive green economy should be thoroughly applied to the construction industry.
Okay, Karim, now I would like to hear from you about how does technology help in applying the green economy standards and the green architecture?
Okay, so again, you start by design and then you work on the material. So I'll be talking from experience because this is what we do. So first of all, for example, you have to use the technology to start reducing the heat emissions inside any building. Okay. So for example, if you use the low E glass technology, if you never heard of the low E glass, the low E glass is a glass that is manufactured in a way that if you put your hand on one side of the glass and opens a torch of fire at the other end of the glass, by the other side of the glass, you will not feel any heat. So when you use this glass for all the buildings, it will highly reduce the amount of heat that is coming inside the building. And this reduces HVAC usage by like 30 to 40%, which is a huge reduction. Again, you can start using the technology for example, Solar energy, you can start using your floors, your rooftops for solar energy. You can start using smart meters. Smart meters are technology-driven meters for gas and electricity, whereby they give you, first of all, they monitor all the usage and they can report it somewhere. So you can have a report on the usage of the electricity, for example, that is, it's exceeding the standard usage. So if you're exceeding the standard usage, you can start controlling your electricity usage. Or if you have a tenant, or you have a project and you have tenants, you can start communicating to them that they are exceeding the standard uses of electricity, and start controlling the electricity from far away. Technology and digital transformation is part of sustainability that cannot be detached. The world councils started first by putting digital transformation under sustainability, but then they took it from under sustainability and they put it beside it, because they are hand in hand. It's not part of sustainability. It is working hand in hand with sustainability. So you can start using smart irrigation systems to save water. You can start using smart lighting systems in the open areas to start reducing electricity usage, where you don't have any heat maps or any usage of the area. So and so on and so forth. Technology is now the mainstream tool that you use, or one of the mainstream tools that you use to help green architecture and green building economy.
Okay, Hussein, again, I would like. It's now very complicated that we have technology and we have the sustainability and technology hand in hand, as Karim mentioned, and we are speaking about smartness as a whole. If we take it in a broad way, how do you think that smart cities help in creating sustainable future for the region?
Okay, to begin with a definition, a smart sustainable city is an innovative city that uses information and communication technologies to improve the quality of life, the efficiency of urban operation and services, and the competitiveness of the city, while ensuring that it meets the needs of the present and future generations with respect of economic, social, and environmental aspects. And although Egypt has actually been taking some serious steps towards creating sustainable and smart cities, which dates back to maybe 2009, but I'd like to use the UAE as a case study here, since Abu Dhabi and Dubai have the two highest rankings in the global smart city index among the cities in the region. In the most recent release, Abu Dhabi ranked 28 and Dubai 29, where the top three cities were Singapore, Zurich, and Oslo. So to start with, Abu Dhabi's economic vision 2030, which aims to shift the base of the economy from natural resources to knowledge, innovation, and export of cutting-edge technologies. This would result in the diversification of economy by finding a number of new economic alternatives. And a major step forward along this strategy is to develop a smart city. And as a result of that, Masdar City, for instance, in Abu Dhabi, represents the first attempt in the Middle East to build a sustainable city back in 2006. Masdar City aims to reduce the use of energy, water, and generation of waste. It uses a combination of technology, architecture designs, and solar power to run. So, for instance, the use of low-flow showers and smart water meters ensures the reduction of water wastage. On the other hand, architecture of Masdar City ensures the streets and buildings are cooler than they would be otherwise. In addition, the use of high-efficiency appliances conserves energy. Another example in Abu Dhabi is the Zayed Smart City project, which is a 5-year plan for smart cities and artificial intelligence. The project will manage the infrastructure of the city by using information technology and the Internet of Things. Coming to Dubai, there is Dubai Smart City project, which adopts a strategy that calls for the transformation of about 1,000 government services, focusing on 6 main sectors, namely transportation, infrastructure, communication, economic services, urban planning, and energy. And there are many initiatives actually on these 6 sectors have already been implemented, which fall under the categories of, for instance, open and easy access to data, smart transport, optimizing energy resources, smart parks and beaches, police smartphone apps, and new master control room of the city.
Okay, Karim, if I would like to be more specific with you, and I'm asking you to highlight some of examples of the technology application that used in the construction and real estate to help green economy and the reduction of the carbon footprint.
Okay, so let me take, for example, it seems that I went far away a little bit in the last question, and I started answering this question, didn't know that that was coming on. But let me take the example of the low E glass. I was just explaining about the low E glass. It's manufactured in a way using a technology that makes it completely prone to passing any heat to the other side. Let me talk about the smart meters. Smart meters, as I said, they are tools that use technology to start communicating with servers and all that. So they start monitoring the usage of the energy, whatever this energy is, whether it's gas or electricity. So they start monitoring the uses of this energy, and they start reporting the usage of the energy. And you can go as far as you want. You can start communicating with the people to give them a hint that they need to reduce their energy consumption. Or if you're the owner and you have tenants, you can start controlling by yourself and shutting down HVAC, shutting down electricity, shutting down. It all depends on the situation. Inside the construction site, you can use green cement. I believe you know the greenest building in the world. If you ever heard about it, it's called the Edge Building in the Netherlands. Part of the points, it's been nominated or certified as the greenest building in the world because it's been nominated because it took a lot of points for green economy. Part of the points is that they were using green cement. Other part of the points is that all the material that was coming to the construction site was coming through clean transportation. So no gas, no carbon emissions in the transportation that was used to transport all the construction material to the site. So you can name a lot of tools or technology tools that you can use to help and support the green economy, but you have to use them in a let me say in a well-mannered way, or in a well-distributed way. So you cannot use one of them and not the other, or you cannot use one of them independently from the other. So everything has to be interconnected. You have to use these tools in connection with each other. So you cannot say I am helping green economy by using green cement, and then you start emitting carbon footprint like hell from your construction site. So you have to use everything in connection and interconnection with each other.
Okay, Karim, that we have received one of the questions from the audience, and he would like to know more about what is the smart meter.
Okay, the smart meter again. So the smart meter is a meter that is more advanced in technology than the normal meter. It monitors the normal meter. It just reads the usage, and you can just go and read, have the reading from the meter, so that you can just charge the person or the entity or the tenant who is using this energy. So if it's an electricity meter, you can just go ahead and read the reading from the meter and put it in a bill so that you can let him pay. But a smart meter, what happens is this smart meter is sorry?
Go on.
Okay. So the smart meter is more advanced than this. The smart meter, it monitors the usage, and it has some algorithm inside it, and it is connected to a server. It's a meter with connectivity. It's connected to a server, and it can start reporting automatic usage. It can start reporting over usage. So you can start getting, for example, you have a dashboard. You can start getting a red flag on one of the meters you have in your site that there is over usage here. The smart meter can lower. You can use it to automatically lower the consumption of the energy, if you have, of course, an understanding with the tenant or an understanding of the user of this energy. So the smart meter is more advanced, and it's using internet connectivity.
Yeah,
So
it's clear. It's clear, Karim. Thank you. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Karim, for your insights. Now we are moving forward to the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dr. Hussam. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you.